We live in unpredictable times, and no matter how well we plan and prepare, surprises always happen, and many times the people we work and do business with can be, a little caught off guard.
We can get caught off guard. There's no doubt about it, Kirsten. So what's the best way to maintain our sanity and always excel at work and in life, no matter what curveball comes our way? Avish Parashar, an improv comedy expert, joining us live on Fox 43 Morning News to give us some insights. Welcome aboard, Avish.
Hi, welcome. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Hey, it's a pleasure to have you aboard. So, first question, I should have had this up here already, sorry, Avish. But,
That's all right.
But your book, the title here, Improvise to Success. Now, that title strikes me as pretty interesting because so many people think to be successful, you just have to plan in detail. What do you say to that?
Well, I say planning is important, but anyone can succeed when everything goes 100% correct. But the real test and the people who actually get ahead in the world are the ones who, when that plan doesn't go right, are able to flow with the changes and not get totally paralyzed and stuck. And that's what improvising is all about.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, and I think maybe girls especially, not to stereotype, but we are huge planners, like right down to the detail. And I know sometimes we can freak out when things don't happen. So what are good ways to kind of, get over that unexpectedness?
Well, there is that, and I don't want to get into the gender issues there. But yeah, some people do love to plan, and there's nothing wrong with planning, but, life is tricky and sneaky, and no matter how well you plan, you think you have all the bases covered, life's going to throw you something you can never predict. If nothing else, somebody else will do something so stupid, you'll just look at them and say, what were you thinking?
Right.
And you can't cover all those contingencies, and in fact, if you try, you're just going to stress yourself out because how are you going to plan for everything? So the best bet is to plan for the bases, but then understand and have the mentality to flow with whatever happens.
Right. You're going to have to shift on the fly as you go sometimes. It makes a lot of sense, actually,
really
guy and girl alike.
Yeah, for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Avish, stress is a killer. We report on that all the time. A lot of people are pretty stressed out right now. We're just talking about the Harley situation. What's the best way for us all to just get, more laughter out of life?
It sounds simple, but it's just looking for laughter. The only thing that separates a comedian from someone who's not is comics process everything that happens to them by asking the question, what's funny about this? Mm-hmm. And if people would just ask that question more to themselves, slowly their mind will automatically start looking for the funny in situations and laughing more. It sounds simple, but over years of training people to do this, it really is effective.
And we're looking at some video of you speaking, and this is what you do. You go, you talk to people, you tell them jokes, you do a little comedy. So what is your biggest message that you want your audience to walk away with?
The biggest message is that improvising is simple. We all do it every day. To do it well, all you really need to do is to pay attention to what's going on, be willing to have fun, and just focus on the things you can control and let go of everything else. Once I can get people to do that, everything else falls into place.
All right. Well, we can't control it all, but we do know this. The book is Improvise to Success, Avish Parashar. Thanks so much for coming aboard this morning, and good tips, Kirsten.
Oh, yeah.
And she's a huge planner, man, but you got to be able to shift on the fly.
Yeah,
so.
I'm ready to improvise.
I know. Improv, it's what it's all about. Thanks so much for coming in.
You got it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.